got an announcement to make. And I'm not going to be making animations, well, because my laptop died. That doesn't mean I won't make animations anymore. I just gotta wait until I get a new laptop. So no more animations for a little while. But I don't want my 13 subscribers to have no content from me. So I decided, let's review a movie. I've seen other YouTubers do it. I can do it. But you may be asking, why this movie? Well, I've seen other people. I didn't want to do a recent movie, and I don't see anyone really talking about this movie. I watched this movie when I was a kid. I don't exactly remember it exactly. Let's just get on with the review. The movie starts and it has this opening sequence, and you just gotta listen to the song. After that, you see some of the main characters just watching TV. They're pretty much talking about their favorite heroes that they see on TV. But their grandma comes in telling them they have to go to sleep. They try to argue, but the grandma ain't hearing that and tell them to go to sleep. So the girls go to sleep, but their pets show up. But tell me why one of their pets is a pig with wings. I don't know. It never gets explained. So yeah. So a spaceship lands at the theme park, and two of the employees show up, and they don't even question it. They're like, it was always been there, and they just went back to sleep.
Going back to bed.
But the spaceship opens up, and an alien comes out. So the scene cuts to the girls at the theme park. They're pretty much having fun, talking, until one of the aliens starts spying on them. And why is he spying on the grandma like that? Yeah, this alien is just a freak. After that, one of the girls run into one of their heroes. But one of the other girls come running to one of the heroes, and he doesn't want to get his suit clean and dirty. So after they met the heroes, they gotta leave. But one of the girls start crying. And yeah. They try to comfort her, but like, they tell her to shut up, let's be honest. One of the girls tried to shut her up and say if she doesn't shut up, you know what's gonna happen to her. So after they shut her up, they go on a ride and have fun. After that, they get off the ride, but guess who's watching them? The alien. And look at this, he starts watching the girl, the baby. Yeah, this guy's just a predator. And so the alien takes his disguise, and look at this. He starts going after the girl. Don't let this guy near your children. The girl ends up in a store, and look at him. He's right behind her. And you see her, she starts running to get something, and look at this guy. Look at his face. He's about to do something. This is why I said don't let this guy near your kids. But then one of the employees takes this alien's thing, and he starts getting angry.
I am the store manager, okay?
The alien tries to get his thing back, but he's too small to get it, and the manager puts the thing away.
Shoplifting, Gia, disgrace. Gone bad at such an early age? Where's your mom? Wait till I tell her what you did.
The girl ends up with the others, and she asks her grandma if they can buy a toy, and the grandma said yes. The alien tries to get his thing back, climbs up a shelf. After that, the alien runs back to his spaceship, and this alien meets up with his other friends from the spaceship, and they bring out a machine to look through his memories and see what he was doing all day. And he starts saying that the babies are the rulers, and the older people worship them pretty much. After that, they all want to be babies, and so pretty much they want to play age regression. And so he tries to turn them into babies just like him, but the thing doesn't work because he grabbed the wrong one. And the rest of his friends just are angry at him. But it turns out the girls have their device, and they don't know how to use it, and they're just messing around and think they're broken. But the grandma goes to watch some TV, and look what she's watching.
My boyfriend is obsessed with kissing my toes.
Grandma, what are you watching? Yeah, she a freak. maybe just as a freak as the aliens. The grandma ends up using the remote with the alien's remote and accidentally gives the girls powers. But it cuts to the aliens torturing the manager for information of where the remote is, and until they found the footage, the security footage, and found out who has the remote is the grandma and the babies. And then it cuts to the morning with the girls, and all the girls discover they all have superpowers. So they all meet up and they decided to be superheroes, but they first had to trick their grandma into thinking they're going to sleep. And so they leave the house and just start flying around. And so they split up and go help the town, pretty much. And another song plays of them saving people. Just listen to it.
It's something like this. Whatever happened, but now we're so glad it did. We're doing things we've never done.
After that, they end up meeting again, but they see a bus hanging by a cliff, and so they go try to save it. One of the girls used their powers to pop the tires so it won't fall off, but it didn't help because the bus is still about to fall. One of the girls used their sticky powers to try to pull back the bus from falling. One of the girls screams for absolutely no reason. The one with super speed starts running back and forth trying to make a trench for so the wheels can like land on, something like that. And with their efforts they ended up saving the bus, and after that they just fly away. And then it cuts to one of the potato aliens trying to raise an army, but that doesn't work. The rest of the potato aliens meet up and watching TV, and they find that the girls have superpowers. And after that, they decide to bring the girls to them instead of finding them. And listen to what one of the potatoes says.
Now we just have to make them come to us.
Yeah, these guys are predators. After that, the girls go back home and just go back to sleep, pretty much. And it cuts back to the villains, and they're at the theme park, and they hear to hijack one of the rides so that the girls can show up. Then it cuts to back at the house with the girls, and they watching TV, and they hear that one of the rides are going out of control with a baby in it. And they start thinking about it and if they should help, but eventually they go help. They ended up flying to the theme park, but they find the heroes and they go out, ask them if they can help. The heroes pretty much saying they're not going to help, and they just run away. This makes the girls sad that their heroes are frauds, but they go out, but they're gonna go and save the baby trapped in the ride. And so they make it to the ride, and they try to stop it, and they do stop it. But look what one of the potatoes say.
We've got you.
That's where you're wrong, babies.
He's acting like he's tough now. You're a predator. And he uses his gun to tie up one of the heroes. The other two heroes try to save one of their friends, and they do. They got her untied, but one of the other friends got tied up. And so they try to go after them and save one of their friends before they enter the ship. She ends up being tied up, but she was able to escape by tricking them. She ends up opening doors for her friends to come inside the spaceship. And so a fight happens, and pretty much the heroes beat them. It was one-sided. And they end up tying all the aliens up. They try to escape by tricking them. And look what he says.
Well, I'm really like them. But I wanted a better life, and I couldn't wait, so I took the matter exchanger and changed myself into a baby.
While they're telling, the grandma picks up the device and activate it, but this somehow turns all the potatoes into babies. I don't know why. After they turn into babies and the girls lost their powers, they end up capturing them. And listen what they do.
Program the ship to take off. Set it on cruise control. Straight back to the home planet where they'll be made to serve our former masters. Yeah.
So they're sending them back to their home planet, and they're gonna end up pretty much being slaves. That's crazy. They ended up knocking out the girls, and they run out of the ship before it launches, and they go to their grandma's house. The girls end up waking up, and they realize that they escape before the ship goes to their home planet. And they're pretty much trying whatever to escape the ship, but eventually the one doing the computer stuff eventually opens the door and they escape. After leaving the spaceship, they run into the two employees from earlier. The two employees ask them what they were doing, and like they didn't have time and they just run off. After that, the two employees enter the spaceship, check it out, but while they entered it closed and the spaceship took off. After that, it cuts back to the girls thinking of a plan of how to go back home. They ended up thinking of calling a pizza place and taking his ride, something like out of Toy Story. They end up making it back to their house, and the guy goes up to the door and to deliver the pizzas, but the grandma says that she didn't order any pizzas, and the guy just starts talking about how he had a bad day. Eventually, grandma invited him inside so she can pay for the pizza. He enters the house, but he runs into the same alien baby, and the baby starts telling him, yeah, and he just freaks out and runs off. But the grandma doesn't understand. The girls sneak into the house and they suit up so they can fight the potatoes. After that, they go start frying food at one of the aliens, and he starts trying to fight back. But then they get their bottles and just start spraying milk on him. Yeah, this scene looks a little weird out of context. After that, the grandma comes back and she sees the alien baby and all dirty up, and she goes to clean him in the sink. After that, the two girls come back with a bucket filled with soap, and they pour this bucket of soap into the sink where the baby is, and this somehow makes him not like it. After that, they drop a bottle of baby powder on his face. Then he gets up and tries to run, but one of the girls pours some baby oil on the floor and he gets sent flying. After that, he goes to his friends to wake him up and tell them what was going on, and the animals show up, their pets, and they start getting chased around. After getting chased for a while, they put some diapers on their heads and kick them down the stairs, setting them outside. After that, the girls think they won, so they start celebrating. But until the aliens come back, but they turn back to their normal forms, and they have their device, and the girls just run away. Then it cuts to the girls just sitting outside and get a plan until they figured out how they can beat them. So they go ask the grandma if she can cook them some food, but potato-based food. After that, the grandma goes to wake up the babies, the alien babies, and to call them over to eat some food. And then she brings out a pot of potatoes and starts cutting them apart. This is pretty much for them watching a gore video. And look at grandma's face. She's enjoying this way too much. After that, the aliens had enough. They couldn't just stand watching this, and they just run away. After that, the aliens disguise themselves as rats to hide from the grandma. And then the grandma chases the rats out of the house. With that, the girls end up winning, and they enjoy their food, and then they go to sleep. But turns out their pets now have superpowers. But this still doesn't explain why the pig has wings. Then it cuts to the aliens in a cage, and they're caged by that one guy, the employee. I guess he got his comeuppance. Then it cuts to those two employees stuck in a spaceship. Yeah, they ended up making it to their aliens planet, and we never find out if they ever come back home. And that's the movie. And I think my opinion on it, it's alright. It's nothing too crazy. And that's pretty much it. If you wanted to watch it, it's on YouTube. Just search it up. You can find it. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. And yeah, bye.